Hey there! In this video, we're diving into the wiring connections of a car alternator, also known as the battery charging system. Now, alternators come in different configurations based on the number of wires or pins they have. For example, single-pin or two-wire alternator, two-pin or three-wire alternator, three-pin or four-wire alternator. We'll break each one down to help you understand their wiring and functionality. So let's get started with the single-pin or two-wire alternator. In this type of alternator, there's a single-pin connector, but it actually has two-wire terminals. Let's break this down. The positive terminal is connected to the battery positive terminal. This charges the battery while the alternator is rotating. The other terminal of the battery is grounded for completing the circuit. Now, the single-pin connector connects to the ignition switch through the dashboard battery warning lamp. Here's how it works. When the alternator is not charging the battery, this connector acts as a ground, which is why the warning lamp glows when you turn the ignition on. As soon as the alternator starts charging the battery, the lamp turns off. Finally, the alternator is grounded through its negative terminal. But here's the twist. We don't consider a separate terminal for this connection because it's grounded via the metallic body of the alternator. So while it's called a single-pin or two-wire alternator, technically you could say it has three terminals when you account for the grounding. Knowing how alternator circuits work is crucial, especially if you're diagnosing issues like battery not charging or battery warning lamp. To confirm if the issue is related to the alternator, check for OBD2 codes. It's super easy. Just connect the scanner to your vehicle and retrieve the codes. These are some common OBD2 codes related to alternator. If you're unsure what these codes mean, no worries. Visit our website obdcode.org for a comprehensive list and their explanations. All right, now let's dive into the two-pin or three-wire alternator. In this type of alternator, there's a two-pin connector and three-wire terminals. Let's break it down step by step. Just like the single-pin alternator, the positive terminal connects to the battery positive terminal, which charges the battery. The other terminal of the battery is grounded to complete the circuit. Now, one of the pins connects to the ignition switch through the dashboard battery warning lamp. This lamp indicates whether the battery is charging or not, similar to the single-pin alternator. The second pin is where things get interesting. It's for the magnetic field. This pin supplies voltage to excite the alternator and start its operation. This is the key difference between the two-pin alternator and the single-pin alternator. A single-pin alternator doesn't have a magnetic field pin because it uses a permanent magnet. This eliminates the need for external excitation voltage, but makes the alternator heavier. On the other hand, the two-pin alternator uses an external voltage source for excitation, making it lighter and more efficient. If you found this video helpful and want to see more wiring diagram videos for different sensors or other car components, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. All right, let's move on to the three-pin or four-wire alternator. In this type of alternator, there's a three-pin connector and four-wire terminals. Let's break it down. Like the two-pin alternator, we have a battery positive terminal to charge the battery, a pin connected to the dashboard warning lamp via the ignition switch, which lets you know whether the alternator is charging or not, a pin for the magnetic field, which supplies voltage to excite the alternator and start its operation. But here's where things get interesting, the third pin. This is the sensing voltage pin, and it's only found in alternators with a built-in voltage regulator. The voltage regulator is a smart component that monitors the alternator's output voltage. It adjusts the magnetic field voltage to maintain a steady output, preventing the alternator from overcharging or undercharging the battery. Without this sensing pin and regulator, the alternator can't fine-tune its output. That's why the three-pin alternator is a step up in efficiency and reliability.